And it scares me because I'm like, I don't want to go in public and like fart in public.
Hey guys, I'm Naya, and as you know, this is Mercy, and we're just here to chit chat with you. And I'm sure you know me from before, and I'm back.
Why am I acting like I can't talk? I'm like,
because you can't. And this is my dog Teddy. He'll be joining us too.
He's wanting to eat me right now. The first trimester of pregnancy is always so hard. Oh my God, it's so hard. I'm always go, 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 go. But I couldn't do anything. My energy level was really low. I had lack of interest. I didn't want to do anything at all. I literally just wanted to stay in bed and sleep. And I didn't vomit, but I had a lot of nausea, which to me is worse. Because imagine going through your whole day feeling like you have to throw up, but you can't. It's the worst. And then every smell makes it worse. Sometimes even sounds. It sounds weird, but sometimes sounds make you want to throw up.
And I'm the opposite. I had nausea and I threw up all the time. I even lost weight in my first trimester, so.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I wish I had that problem. None of my clothes fit. Before this, I used to be either an extra small or small in everything. Like, it was so easy to shop. I can just go anywhere and pick up something. But now I have to look through, and sometimes I wear a large, depending on what it is, or a medium. I'm lucky if I can find a medium in my size. And I don't want to buy maternity clothes because, number one, it's really expensive. Number two, you don't know when you're gonna need it next. So I'm just like, I'm gonna force myself in all my tiny clothes until I can't fit them anymore. And then I'll go and start like getting my mom's stuff, which is what I do. Some people start doing it really early, like she says she has it. But
it's like a penguin walk.
Yeah, like you spread your legs as if there's something there, but there's nothing there, and you walk like that. Almost like a baby learning to walk. And I used to say, why do they do that? But now I have it bad. Even when I catch myself doing it, I try to stop, but I can't. It just
happens.
It just happens. And
you don't want to fall over, so you got to balance your body.
Is that what that is? That's what that is. But I promise you, every pregnant woman has that. And then people who rub their belly. I used to think as well that they were just trying to show off. Oh, I'm pregnant. Kind of like people do with like engagement rings. Every selfie has to have a ring, or they always look like they're thinking. But I used to think that about pregnancy too. But it's because either your baby is kicking, sitting on your bladder, or you feel really uncomfortable, and it's just like a reflex.
It's just a habit. You just start rubbing your belly.
Yeah, you start rubbing your belly.
Like I'll do it and I won't even know it, and then I'll catch myself like, oh, I'm rubbing my belly. So it just happens. And
then the body changes. I don't even want to go there.
That's like another topic.
The weight gain.
TMI, but your nipples change.
They turn black.
They turn darker.
I'm black, so mine turns black. Hers is darker, mine is black. And then you have the linea
negra.
Negra, yeah. That sounds almost wrong.
But it's spelled Negra, I think, right?
Yeah. That term
means black.
It means black. So you get a black line that was never there, and it's like a straight line from the top of your belly. It goes through your belly button and all the way down, and it gets darker as you progress. And some people get stretch marks on their stomach, and I've been fortunate enough not to get that.
You're so lucky. I have them everywhere.
Yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully it doesn't happen.
My hair gets better with pregnancy. It grows. It doesn't fall out.
Is it because of hormones
or
because of the prenatal?
Probably both.
Okay.
But every time I brush it, like 2 hairs fall out. When you give birth, it all falls out. Well,
really?
Mine did. Mine fell out.
I don't show my hair that much. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my real hair, but I like to wear my weave, as you guys know. But I think it's true. I think a few months back, I went and got a blowout, and my hair was longer than ever before and thicker. So I believe that. And I've heard your nails get stronger and longer. That's where the term glow comes from. As soon as you tell people I'm pregnant, every single picture, they're like, oh, sweetie, you're glowing. I'm like, yeah, I use a lot of highlights. That's why it's
popping.
That's why my glow is popping, because it's highlight. Maybe it's like a radiance that other people can see. Probably. That you can, because my hair got longer, my nail got stronger, but I feel like I started to break out a lot.
I think that happened to me.
Yeah.
The first trimester, I break out everywhere, whiteheads, blackheads, and then in the second trimester, it got a lot better.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better for me too. emotions. You're just emotional for no reason. Like, I find myself crying over commercials.
Another one is, what happens to me, I don't know if it happens to you, but sometimes if I sneeze too hard, you leak.
Oh my god, yes. That happens because you always have to pee. And apparently they say because the baby sits right on your bladder. So laughing too hard, coughing too hard, you will leak.
So if you want to prevent that, if you do get pregnant in the future, Kegel exercises.
Or don't get pregnant. I'm just kidding.
Side note, my dog knew I was pregnant before I knew I was pregnant.
Oh yeah, she said her dog was more gentle. Or like
he was more snuggly and cuddly, which he never is towards me. Like, he hates me half the time. But like, I think it was a week before I found out I was pregnant, he would just come up to me and snuggle and cuddle and just be by my side. And I'm like, why is this happening? So then I took a pregnancy test a week later, and guess what? I was pregnant. And I read online somewhere that they can smell the difference. Like, your scent changes when you become pregnant. So
really,
they sense that.
That's pretty cool. I don't have a pet, so I wouldn't know. And her pet hates me. I think he really does. He tries to eat me. I used to be really terrified of dogs, but I've become desensitized to it now. So I don't run away anymore, but I'm still fearful. But every time I come over, he wants to eat me. He's this tiny little dog, but he acts like he's like, I don't know, a lion or whatever. And he can smell my fear as well. He doesn't really like, he's just being protective, I guess.
He acts like a big dog, but he's not.
Yeah, because if I stand and look at him, he'll just
run away.
Run away. I'm like, you were just trying to eat me here. Are you still in your first?
I'm in my second now.
Oh, okay. My first, I hated everything. Everything I used to love, I hated. Certain smells, like your nose becomes really sensitive. You can smell people from like a mile away.
Oh, yeah.
And what used to bother me is when I go to like a big function, like a wedding or a baby shower, if I sit on a table with certain amount of people and everybody have their different smells, that used to kill me. Because when you turn this way, there's another smell. You turn this way and I'm like, oh my god, get me out of here. It's still there now, but it's not as bad.
Sore boobs is one, but I think that's like typical.
Yeah, I don't know, because my breasts are so tender. They're more tender than I ever remember. And they get really big, well, if you're lucky. I don't know if it's luck. I don't know. Because some girls want to have bigger breasts, so they do get really big, and it's nice. But you have to go and get more bras because nothing fits anymore. At least in my case, that's what happened to me. And some inappropriate people comment on my picture if I got a breast implant. Really? It's called pregnancy. Like, I've had so many people ask me that.
And even if you did, it's not their business.
Right. Like, I'm not saying it's wrong or anything, but like, no, that's normal for pregnant people. You get big everywhere, so your breasts and everything get big. And then swollen feet.
I think that's normal. Mine aren't that swollen right now, but
jeez, you're just perfect because I have all these symptoms. My feet get really swollen. Even if I'm just sitting around doing nothing, they get really big, and I have to have someone rub it. Not some random person. Like, can you rub my feet, sir?
I mean, I'm not as far as you, so maybe it'll happen later in my pregnancy.
But I mean, you've been there before. Sure. Don't you remember?
I was swollen in my third trimester, not my
in your throat.
Third trimester.
Oh. I was like, wait, that's a thing? I don't want that. I don't. Okay.
Third.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Pregnancy brain is a symptom they don't tell you about?
Oh yeah, pregnancy brain. Like, I feel like I have this times 20. I don't know if I told you this, but the other day I was going to go to Sunday service. That's when you go to church, for you non-church people out there. So I was going to go to church. It was really cold outside. So I went outside with my keys, started the car, and came back inside to, like, you know, finish getting ready. Once I was going to go back outside, I forgot my keys. Didn't realize that. I got in the car. I literally drove to church with my car on. I didn't realize that can happen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh.
So I drive to church. I get there. And I was looking for parking because I always try to find the closest place. So I was looking for parking. I didn't find anything. So I went and parked somewhere else. So as soon as I parked, like, some lady was trying to leave. So like, there was a spot there. So I wanted to go take that spot. And when I tried to start my car, it wouldn't start. I tried everything and it wouldn't start. And I realized I don't have my keys. That has never ever happened to me. So that I have pregnancy brain really bad. Like, I can start talking about something and completely forget what I was talking about.
It's happened like 10 times already, so
yeah,
she's not kidding.
I'm just all over the place.
And on the opposite of hers, I would leave the car on and just come inside the house. So
like, thank you very much. You got me from point A to point B. I'm just gonna walk out now.
And there's so many times that my husband has told me, like, hello, go turn off the car. I'm like, I did. And then I go outside and it's still on.
Or sometimes I'll try to text somebody. I'll get a text. I'll try to text somebody back. I'll type out my response and never hit send.
That happens all the time.
And like 2 days later, the person's like, so did you get my text? I'm like, yeah. Did you get mine? They're like, no. Then I go and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Never mind.
I never sent you a text. If you drop something, you can't pick it up because you can't even see. If you stood up straight and looked down, you can't even see your feet. Especially when you get bigger. You can't see your feet. So you always have to have someone there picking stuff up off the floor for you. And if you're by yourself, you have to do this little toe trick to pick it up and...
Or squat if you have the power to squat down and get it.
I had so many wrong assumptions before I became pregnant. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.